Hello guys, this is going to be a commentary featuring gameplay of Execution on the Streets. Now I know a lot of you may be thinking, oh my god, he finally made another commentary, and yeah, I really haven't been up to spec when it comes to uploading videos, and especially making commentaries. And the reason being is because I really pretty much lost interest in gaming in general. Not just Gears of War, but just gaming in general. I feel that gaming is not as lively and as creative and innovative as it used to be back then. It doesn't really give me that feeling, that motivation to get back on, because it's like every game is pretty much the same now. It's sort of dead in a sense, but this is my opinion. Um, but yeah, I feel that games nowadays, they're just like rehashing off of each other, and there's no game really coming out that just takes a whole new element and brings it to the table like Gears of War did when it first came out. You know, when that game first came out, it was like, oh my goodness, this game is completely unique. It was just really epic, and it really fits the company's name. Um, so what really Gears of War Judgment as well is dead in the sense that rank is pretty much non-existent in this game. You can probably find a ranked match in Execution, but my main playlist and game type was free for all, and ranked is completely dead in that playlist. You're just stuck with quick match. And to me, quick match is somewhat sometimes enjoyable, but the average skill level of the players in the lobbies are nowhere near the level of what it used to be when it was ranked. There will be those times where I can finally find that lobby where there's good players there, and alright, we have a good time, we play a couple of matches, but it's like, I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant here. I usually win these matches, and it gets to the point where they just eventually leave because they realize that they can't win. And it just leaves me with a bunch of players who are just, really new to the game, and I just end up getting off because there's no, challenge. So, some of you probably might say, hey, how come you're not playing GB with Toon Boy? And by the way, you should go subscribe to Toon Boy's channel. He's a lot more lively than I am when it comes to Gears of War. He has a lot of GB. So go subscribe to the channel. I'll put his channel in the description below. But get back to what I was saying. You guys might be wondering why I'm not playing GB, and the reason being is I am pretty much a complete lone wolf when it comes to playing shooting games or anything, even just like in reality. I don't like to work in groups or anything of that sort. I like to work by myself. So in Gears of War, I prefer to play game types like Free For All, where I am entirely by myself and the opponents are entirely by themselves without any help whatsoever. So when I finally get them in a 1v1 situation, I really don't have to worry about getting purposely crossed. Well, you do get like double or triple teamed in Free For All, but you get a lot more 1v1s in team-based playlists. So I don't have to worry about, my opponent having any help from their teammate, because I like to get someone by themselves and trap them and just put the pressure on them with the Nasher. And I feel that team-based game types really have that to a minimum. It's very teamwork oriented in the sense that teammates set up. They see you coming from a mile away, so they're gonna gang rape you and spray you up with the lantern from behind while you're getting hard aim from over the right hand corner, and then it's like it's really boring to me. It is. I prefer the in your face, constant action of free fall, that hectic frenzy. It's very fun, but like I said before, it's not, the skill is not there for me in the sense that the opponents are not consistently, worth playing against. So it's like I don't even really bother getting on. But when I do get on, I do find that one perfect match where it's like, all right, there's at least 2 or 3 other players who are giving me a challenge. They're wall bouncing all over the place. They're trying to roadie run strafe. It's fun to play against those type of people. But yeah, in terms of GB, yeah, I don't really want to bother with that because it's highly teammate oriented, and I'm not a team player. I don't like to follow strategies. I don't like to follow anyone's rules. I like to lead, and what I mean by lead, not just lead a team. I rather just lead myself. So that's pretty much why I don't play GB. In terms of singles, why I don't want to play singles now, because that, some of you may be thinking, all right, that's like the perfect playlist for you, and that's mainly because that playlist 1v1 in Gears of War really doesn't play out that well, and it's mainly whoever makes that move and pushes first is going to be the one that loses in the sense, because no one really wants to move out, and I'm not going to be the one sitting there camping. I'm very aggressive, so it's like you can be aggressive, but if someone is like camping on cover, they have a giant advantage over you. And it doesn't matter how good of a player you are, you're not gonna really be winning these battles if you're gonna just push and he's just waiting for you. It's like I really don't have time for that. So I'd rather play playlists like free fall, where when you finally get that 1v, you know, it's so hectic they can't really sit there and wait for you because it's so much things going on at once, you know? Yeah, so even in Halo, when I used to play Halo, free fall was a very, you know, fun playlist. But the reason why I didn't want to play it that much, it was because not Halo 4, Halo 3 and 2, when I used to play those, I didn't play free fall that much, and it was mainly because of the fact that it was a giant kill steal and fest. It wasn't as much as Gears of War. Gears of War Judgment free fall is a very kill steal and frenzy, but Halo, the fact that your gun that you spawn with, if it was BR or BR start, you can kill someone from across the map with this weapon. So it was like so many times where I get someone no shields and then my kill just gets stolen, or, you know, it's very kill stealing oriented. So I really refrained from playing that. And as soon as I got my level 50, I just completely stopped playing Lone Wolves and went to team doubles, which was my bread and butter. That was my favorite playlist of all. But the reason why I like team doubles, even though it is a team-based playlist, is because it's a lot more individual skill oriented and, you know, Lone Wolf oriented, as opposed to what was it, Team Slayer or MOG Team Slayer. So with 2v2s, it's you really get that chance to basically you're most likely going to split up from your teammates, mostly to cover more ground, and that's like a valuable strategy. Most of the times you're going to want to stick together, but there are those strategies where they split up. So when you split up and the opponents are splitting up, there you go. You have a 1v1 on the opposing sides of the map, and that's what I like to you know, I like to play those types of scenarios where it's just a 1v1. And Halo was just, it was really fun back then, but to me Halo 4 just kind of like, I don't know what the hell happened to that franchise, but I'm pretty much done with it, because I can see that it's taken the Call of Duty route, and I don't want to indulge myself in that, because I don't play Call of Duty for a reason. So if I come on Halo, I don't want to be reminded of Call of Duty, and Halo 4 completely reminded me of that that franchise, because of the controls and the new elements and various factors that was added to the franchise. So don't count me out here. I'm going to be making videos for this game, but just wanted to let you guys know that this is the reason why I'm not really uploading videos, and it's mainly because this gaming in general, it's becoming lackluster to me. And yeah, I just wanted to get that thought across. So if you guys have anything that you want to say, post it in the comments. I'll try to answer them. I am gonna have a review. I want you guys to pretty much experience this headphone, but I'm gonna have this review on this headphone in about probably tomorrow or today, who knows, but stay tuned for that review. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Later.